humans are designed in a perfectly imperfect way. Humans are miraculous in a way. I think most animals and most life forms are, from a purely biological perspective. Like one letter in like the gene coding or whatever, one tiny little thing, and everything just goes to. I think the worst thing of it all is probably the fact that I could go to sleep tonight and not like pass away in my sleep, and science probably would have like a perfectly good explanation for why that would happen. Like even like this just randomly, just out of the blue, I pass away. Science for some reason can explain that, and I'm not so much complaining about that as it is kind of like I can't help but trust in some sort of higher being or some sort of all-knowing thing or powerful thing in the world, whether it be God or the universe, to just explain the fact that there are a million things that can go wrong but just don't, and somehow, some way, in regardless of these imperfections that humans have, these things that make it objectively harder for us to live our lives, we still live them, and not we don't only survive, we don't only exist, but we live them, and we're able to do all these complex thinking things and whatever, right? And it baffles me, right? Like, in every I don't know, this is just kind of a video, like, I just want to trust in a higher power more. I want to trust God more, because like in a way, I guess everything is working out in my favor, right? There are so many things going for me, depending on what I focus on, obviously. um I have a lot of good things in my life, and I think it's a matter of perspective, right? And just having faith, especially as someone who's a control freak, having faith that everything will be okay, even if it's not in my direct control, gives me a bit of more of a peace of mind, because it's like I have, even if it is subconsciously, I have faith every day that the next day I'm going to wake up. That's why I plan things for tomorrow. That's why I've planned things 3 months in ahead. That's why I've planned things 6, 9 months ahead. That's why I've planned things years ahead of time, because I trust that tomorrow, I trust my body, I trust that the universe, that I trust God, that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and everything is, my life is just going to continue. Like, it is just going to continue. There's no way to go about it, right? I guess it's just comforting sometimes, and to relinquish that like need for control and just be like, I trust God with my life every day already. Why can't I trust God with XYZ situation that might hurt? Like, it might hurt now, but the simple fact is that if I'm going through this situation, then somehow, some way, God knows, because God knows everything. The universe knows that I am strong enough to overcome this, and I, I'm thankful that someone believes in me, because sometimes I've struggled believing in myself. But if God believes in me, God, the imperfect designer of humans, believes in me, then I think I should give myself a little more credit too.